Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to our game day cooking class. We're starting a little bit earlier for the next few weeks because I'm actually taking a 6-week course. So I'm squeezing in these cooking classes at 5:30 Eastern for starting this week for the next 6 weeks. But we're still going to come live with a different theme every week, and this week's theme is game day because there's a really big Super Bowl game happening on Sunday, and yeah, we want to have some game day eats, and Epicure has so many options. I already posted a post about the spinach dip, the hummus, the new teppanyaki, and the video to explain how to make that. There's lots of vegan and allergy friendly recipes on our website, so definitely go and check out your consultant's website to get some more recipe ideas for the big game coming up on Sunday. I see there's comments and people joining us. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. So what I will do is look at the comments after the class, and if there's any bloopers, we can all laugh together after the fact, just like we did a few weeks ago when I lost my whisk. So today our recipe is a little bit more decadent. It is a buffalo chicken hot dip, and it is so delicious. You can use leftovers to make it, and I'm going to share some kitchen hacks along the way with you. If you haven't seen our catalog yet, most of you have probably looked online, you will notice on page 3 that there's a whole list of ingredients that Epicure will never ever use in their products. And what I can tell you, if you were going to have this hot buffalo chicken dip from the grocery store or a local restaurant, for example, chances are there would be those ingredients in that dip because there's flavor enhancers like corn maltodextrin or monosodium glutamate, MSG for short. Lots of added sodium, for example. So Epicure does not use those products or those ingredients in their products. We're also 100% gluten-free. This is a gluten-free recipe. And we're 90% verified non-GMO. So we are definitely all about clean eating, but it's okay to have a treat like a hot buffalo chicken dip once in a while when there's a big game coming up. So I will have links to all of the consultant websites that are participating in tonight's class. And if your consultant is not on that list, not to worry, just drop a DM to your consultant and ask them to send you their catalog link, and you can go shopping online or send your list via DM to your consultant, okay? All right, so what I did first for this recipe was cook the cover because we are having rotisserie chicken for supper. So I'm gonna use some of the rotisserie chicken to prep this dip ahead of time because this is what we're going to have for a Friday night appy night here as a family. So I cooked the cover, and the recipe calls for a block of cream cheese. So instead of softening the cream cheese in the microwave, I just let the cream cheese sit here on my hot steamer, and it's nice and soft now. So I cooked this chicken. I've actually got it resting here on my roll-up rack because it serves as a trivet. It's also great for drying your dishes. It'll go right over your sink, but this way I'm not going to damage my countertop. So I cooked the chicken. It took about 22 minutes in my microwave. This is a bit of a smaller chicken, so everybody's microwave is a little bit different, so you definitely want to test it out first. So I'm going to put this cream cheese in my bowl here just to get it out of the way. And we'll just set that there, and then we're just going to cut up about a cup worth of chicken. So I'm just gonna take it off here. Oh, it's so juicy. The great thing about cooking in these steamers is your food actually retains more of its nutrients, and it cooks in its own steam, so you don't need to add oil. All right, that's that's about enough. Maybe just a little bit more of this chicken breast here. So I'm gonna put the lid back on because I want this to stay warm until my family eats supper. Okay, so we've got our chicken. And what's great about this cutting mat or cutting board is it's got these little rubber feet on it. So let's say I was cutting vegetables after I cut this chicken, I could just flip it over and I don't have to worry about cross-contaminating. And the feet are super awesome. So we're just gonna chop this up into little bits using our chef knife. This knife is made out of ceramic and it's black, so if you're cutting tomatoes and things like that, you're not gonna stain your knife. And also it's great for cutting apples or lettuce because they won't go brown as quickly. All right, so our chicken is chopped up. We'll set that aside while we add the rest of our ingredients to our bowl. So the recipe calls for a cup of light mayonnaise. I'm actually going to use a little bit of sour cream and mayonnaise. I've got this sour cream here that I want to use up. So we'll just see how much is there. And the great thing about our 3-in-1 spatula is that it's great for scraping every last drop out of your container. And then we'll fill the rest of the prep bowl with mayonnaise. If you don't have our prep bowls yet, they have measurements on the side. So if you fill it right to the top, you know you've got 1 full cup. And then what we'll do is we'll just scrape that in with our softened cream cheese. Just like so. So this is where the fun part starts. We're gonna add the Flavor Flav. So the recipe calls for the nacho cheese dip. If you don't have nacho cheese dip, don't worry. You can use fajita seasoning or taco seasoning instead. It's still a super delicious dip. So we're going to add a tablespoon, actually, yeah, we're gonna add a tablespoon of the nacho cheese dip. Then we'll add a tablespoon of the creamy ranch dressing, or creamy ranch dip mix, but you can make a ranch dressing out of it. And what makes this recipe is the buffalo wing seasoning. So I'm going to use a different spoon for that because I don't want to add dairy to my buffalo wing mix. So this package is super flavorful. I will get probably 4 or 5 recipes out of 1 pack. I am only going to add about 2 teaspoons of the buffalo wing mix, not the full tablespoon that the recipe calls for, because there's a little bit of heat to this. Some people add more. It depends on the flavor profile and what you like. Okay, so now, where did my spoon go? There we go. So we're going to take our spatula and we're just going to kind of fold that in together. And it's really easy to do because the cream cheese is already softened. So you can use this one, or I like to use this guy, but it's not available yet. And I'll explain why in just a second. So we have a Prep Pro utensil set. So it's got all of our bigger silicone utensils in it. And it's on a boat somewhere in the Pacific. So our head office is located on Vancouver Island. And the shipping companies are giving Amazon boats and Walmart boats priority. So we have had a shortage of some of our cookware because it can't get to Vancouver Island because it's the Amazon boats and the Walmart boats that are in port right now. So that's why some of our items stock out. It's just a supply chain shipping issue. But our Prep Pro utensil set is expected to be back at some point this month, along with our brand new round steamer. So if you have been considering hosting your own cooking class and those are items that you want to get, I recommend hosting in February because you have 30 days to select your host benefits. So even if they don't come back until March, you will still be able to get those items that you want. So I love that our company built that into our host program, because then our hosts can get the items that they want even if they're sold out, because I know steamers and utensil collections are favorites for our hosts to pick their free and half price items. Okay, so we've got that mixed up. Now what we're going to do is add our chicken. Oops, spill some on the counter. Spill lots on the counter. So we'll stir that in, and then we'll add some cheese, but I'm going to put that on top. So the way I'm going to heat this dip tomorrow, I'm going to heat it for about 2 minutes. Again, it depends on your microwave. If you've got one of those super powerful microwaves, it might only take a minute. So put it in for a minute, see how it does, and add 30-second intervals. But I heat my dips in my steamers, in my rectangular steamer. Reason being is it actually stays warmer longer when I heat them in the steamer. So I'm just going to scrape this into the steamer here and pop it in the fridge for tomorrow. And this will be our Friday night movie buffet snack, I guess. It's really going to be supper. I love doing an appetizer spread for Friday nights with the family, just to mix things up a little bit. And then we take our cheese and sprinkle that on top, and you'll have a nice ooey gooey hot buffalo chicken dip tomorrow. So that, my friends, is how easy it is to prep your own hot dips for game day or family night. Really easy with Epicure. You can use leftovers. It doesn't take too many ingredients, and you can mix and match your ingredients as well. So don't feel like if you don't have the buffalo wing dip, it's okay. You can use maybe just a little bit of fajita seasoning or something like that. The flavor will be a little bit different, but it will still be extra delicious. It's also a great way to use up leftover chicken fajitas as well. So I hope you enjoyed our game day cooking class. I'm gonna go feed my family, and then I've got to go do an online course. So stay tuned. There's going to be some posts about specials this month. Also some information about our steamy host collection. You can actually get this steamer for $39.95 Canadian when you host a February cooking class. And you get chicken fried rice, which is exclusive to that collection. The American price, I apologize to my American friends, I cannot remember the price, but it will be on the flyer, so you'll know what the American price is. And also that steamer comes in our starter kit. And our starter kit, when you become a consultant, is only $125 Canadian or $99 US. And all you need to do is cook supper for your own family and maybe go live or record a video and share with people what you made. It's that easy to share the gift of Epicure with your community. So consider it, and definitely reach out to your consultant if you have questions. Thanks for joining me, and have a great Thursday. Bye, everybody.